Have you ever looked back at something you did and thought, wow, I really messed that up? Maybe you sent that text you shouldn't have, made a bad financial choice, or said something in anger you wish you could take back. We all know that sinking feeling of regret, the what if and if only loop that keeps us awake at night. But here's the truth, regret doesn't fix the past, it just chains you to it. And this is exactly why self-discipline matters. The legendary samurai Miyamoto Musashi, undefeated in over 60 duels, knew this well. Before his death, he wrote Dokodo, a short guide with 21 principles for living a disciplined life. Today, we'll dive into principles 6 through 10, lessons that will reshape how you deal with regret, jealousy, loss, resentment, and even desire. Musashi's 6th principle is simple: do not regret what you have done. Once something is done, it's done. You can't go back and edit your past like a bad draft. A disciplined mind refuses to waste energy on guilt or endless what-if scenarios. Think about it. Has regret ever improved your life? Probably not. What matters is what you do next. If you've made a mistake, regret won't fix it, but your future actions can. Discipline isn't about never failing, it's about refusing to let the past dictate your future. Instead of drowning in regret, ask yourself, what can I still do to make this better? That's where real strength lies. The 7th principle, never be jealous. Jealousy feels natural, but it's poison. It turns life into a zero-sum game where someone wins and someone loses. And when you think like that, you're stuck in constant comparison. Instead of building connections, jealousy builds walls, hierarchies, rivalries, divisions. A disciplined person avoids jealousy because it kills cooperation and trust. Instead of seeing someone else's success as a threat, see it as proof of what's possible. Their success doesn't take away your potential, it shows you what's achievable. Your path is yours alone, and discipline keeps you focused on walking it. Musashi's 8th principle might feel uncomfortable. Never let yourself be saddened by a separation. At first, this sounds cold. Isn't it normal to be sad when we lose someone or something important? Of course. But Musashi is pointing to something deeper. Separation is universal. Everything that comes together will one day come apart. Relationships end, possessions break. Even our own bodies eventually give way. The Buddha called attachment the root of suffering, and Musashi echoes that. Discipline means accepting impermanence. When you understand that change and loss are inevitable, you stop clinging. You love, appreciate, and experience fully, but you also let go when the time comes. That's not cold, it's wisdom. The 9th principle, resentment and complaint are appropriate neither for oneself nor others. How much time do people waste complaining about things they can't change? Traffic, politics, the weather, it's endless. Every complaint gives away your power. You shift responsibility outward and make yourself a victim of circumstance. Musashi's discipline is the opposite. Focus only on what you can control. Accept the rest as it is. A disciplined mind doesn't waste time pointing fingers. It adapts, adjusts, and keeps moving forward. Resentment chains you to the past. Complaint chains you to what you can't control. Discipline frees you by turning your attention to what actually matters, your actions. Finally, Musashi's 10th principle, do not let yourself be guided by the feeling of lust or love. This doesn't mean Musashi opposed intimacy or affection. It means he saw how unchecked desire can derail discipline. Lust reduces people to objects, something to consume for pleasure. Love, when driven purely by attachment, can be just as blinding. If you let desire lead you, you're not in control, your impulses are. And when impulses run the show, discipline disappears. Musashi warns that this path leads to degeneration, to seeing others not as whole people, but as tools for your satisfaction. A disciplined mind keeps desire in check, valuing people for who they are, not just what they provide. Put these 5 principles together, and a clear picture emerges. Don't waste your life regretting the past. Don't poison your relationships with jealousy. Don't cling so tightly that loss breaks you. Don't drain your energy with complaints and resentment. And don't let unchecked desire pull you away from self-mastery. Discipline isn't about denying emotion. It's about refusing to be ruled by it. It's about recognizing what you can control and choosing wisely again and again. Musashi lived as a warrior, but his lessons weren't just for fighters or monks. They're for anyone who wants to live without being enslaved by regret or impulse. The choice is always in front of you, discipline or regret. One path leads to strength, peace, and clarity. The other leaves you stuck in cycles of jealousy, resentment, and longing for what you can't change. Which path will you take? If you found this video meaningful and interesting, drop a comment below and share your experience. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might find this content useful. And as always, thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time.